Wait a minute, I hear something.
Dr. Movie! Dr. Movie! Blueberry News! Dr. Movie! Dr. Movie! Yeah!
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dr. Movie. That's right, I'm your host Rick, and while driving this vehicle down the road or up and down the road, I talk about movies that I recently watched. And yeah, I actually recently watched this one. Why? I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. There's just some movies that you kind of have to go, okay, I gotta see this just because. Even though you're putting one foot in the hole and you're going, I know this is not gonna be good, but I'm going in anyways, right? We're talking about the 1982, well, that's what it says. I imagine it's older than that. I don't know. Some of the footage might be from 82. I don't think a lot of it is. It's Ninja the Violent Sorcerer. I'll be honest with you. I was on Tubi. I was looking through the ninja movies. And pretty much any movie that starts off with the word ninja, I just click on it. That's kind of how it works. That's my methodology for some of these flicks. I love a good, crazy ninja flick. But anytime Gordon Ho is behind it, Godfrey Ho, sorry. I don't know why I said Gordon. I'm not awake yet, I guess. Anytime Godfrey Ho is behind it, you're gonna walk out more confused than when you walked in, right? That's kind of how he rolls. If you don't know, he is infamous for buying these movies. Could be like a gangster movie or something like that, and then he throws martial arts or monsters in it. That's kind of how he rolls. He makes a movie by combining 2 or 3 movies, and because of that, you don't really come out the other side with a complete idea of what you just watched. And this one is no different. There's really nothing to really talk about here. Let's do a synopsis. A murderer, with the help of a Chinese vampires, which is another reason I wanted to see this. Hey, ninjas fighting Chinese vampires. How can you go wrong, right? Okay. A murderer, with the help of Chinese vampires, goes to battle with the ghost of a dead gambling lord's wife and the gambling lord's living brother. Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to say? I just told you a bunch of stuff that doesn't make any sense. Just like this movie. This movie is a Chinese mafia gambling movie that breaks off into a Chinese vampire movie, which breaks off into a ninja movie. That's really what you got here. Now, what footage he shot to interject, I'm going to say it's the ninja stuff. And I don't even know that the Chinese vampires match. I think in one scene there'll be ones from these older movies, and then it changes and it's new guys dressed up like the ones from the movie. It's a really hard thing to figure out here. But yeah, this is kind of what we got, folks. Did it even get a rating here? It got a 4.3 out of 10. I'm shocked. It's just, I don't know, man. Let's try to talk about this. The movie starts off with this guy that's supposedly the what do you call himself? The gambling lord. And he's going to face off this guy that calls himself the master gambler. And they all have this entourage that all have these special skills and gambling. One guy's really good with Parcheesi, I guess, or Yahtzee, which I still don't understand what I'm watching when this happens. But this guy will, like, he does like Wind from Big Trouble in Little China. He'll go, you know, and kind of puff himself up and do the hand gestures. And then he gets a Parcheesi or a Yahtzee cup and picks up the dice, and I'm guessing Parcheesi, I don't know. And he starts shaking the dice and rolls them out, and they're like stuck down into the board. It's like he's so powerful that they get stuck down in the platform that he's throwing them down on. You know, it's like supposed to be something impressive, I guess, or the number that he pulls up or whatever. And then one of the guys from the other team's like, whoopity-doo, I can do that. So he starts showing them these are just parlor tricks. But the thing is the gambling master, or the master gambler, this dude in a tuxedo, obviously he's got more money. The other guy is more normal dressed. This guy has somebody working for him that is controlling these vampires, and the vampires give him the power to cheat. There you go. I mean, again, I just, you know, this guy's like jumping around, you know, waking the vampires up and slapping, you know, spells on their head, and somehow this helps this dude cheat at cards or whatever. I'm telling you, I don't know. It's crazy. But it gets to where the two have a battle against each other, and whoever loses has to die. Because that's what you do, right? That's how important gambling is, I guess. So the two guys face off, and again, the guy's cheating. So the other guy, to keep his honor, kills himself. So when he dies, like it says, his brother, who, you know, decides he's going to get revenge. I don't know if he just decides he's a ninja, or if he's already a ninja. No idea. All I know, he's out walking about, and he runs into some Chinese vampires, and boom, he changes into a white ninja. And, you know, ironically, a white ninja by himself is not very strong against Chinese vampires. So you go through this whole movie where, and then you get another guy who's his friend, or they become friends, but you kind of get this other journey with this other guy who's also a ninja. He's a green ninja. And what's funny is, every time you see him like dressed normal, he's wearing glasses, but when he's a ninja, you don't have to wear the glasses. So I don't know, when your ninja powers kick in, you have full 20/20 vision. I don't know. I mean, it's just it's just something I noticed. I was like, wow, you know, he don't need the glasses now. So, and you would figure when you're throwing, you know, ninja stars and all that kind of stuff, good sight would be a plus, especially if you're fighting Chinese vampires, who you really just can't kill with a sword, right? So, yeah, there's a lot of hopping vampires going around, just out of sequence, that has nothing to do with anything else that's going on. Then you get, not only that, but the white ninja, the reason he decides to get revenge, he finds out about his brother because his dead sister-in-law pops up in front of him and is like, I need you to go and fix this. He's like, Linda, is that you? Or whatever her name is, right? And yeah, she's a ghost, and she comes back to tell the gambling guy's brother he needs to go and fix this problem. And then you get, you know, all these I don't know, priests that are trying to do exorcisms to get rid of the vampires, and it just comes down to a big showdown between the ninjas and the vampires. And then also you get this other guy that comes in that's going to be another gambling king, and apparently he's got vampires helping him too, so they face off. And while they're facing off, our ninjas are destroying, the vampires for the tuxedo guy, the master gambler, whatever you want to call him, master blaster. And, so he starts losing his power. And it's all the gambling thing. They're not even really gambling. They're showing off card skills of tricks that they can do. And I'm just like, before they were actually, playing a game where you dealt out the cards and you faced off. Here it's just like, hey, what's this cool thing I can do? I bet you can't do it. And it's some impressive stuff, but I'm just going, what is going on here? How is this what you decide if somebody lives or die by because of how cool of a card trick you can do? And the new guy that's going in here to face off with the tuxedo dude, apparently he used to be a real bad alcoholic, and he's dried out, and he gets in there and he gets to shaking real bad, and one of his entourage brings him just a whole bottle of whiskey, bourbon, whatever it is. He drinks about a half of it, and then it steadies his hands, and he starts to commence to just kicking this dude's butt by throwing these cards on the table and going, "Can you do that?" It's the weirdest thing, man. And so yeah, so at the end, the tuxedo dude loses, and he pulls out a gun, shoots himself in the head. One of his entourage guys picks him up. I think it's Mr. Windy dude, Mr. Parcheesi guy, who he gets his butt kicked to by a lady who, can do the same thing. And I'm telling you, it's just a bunch of nonsense. But they take him out to a car, the dead body, and they put him in the car, and then he pops up. So he faked his own death to get out of it. And this is how this movie ends. I'll go ahead and tell you. After the ninjas are fighting the vampires and they kind of beat them, they walk outside and they see this car going by. And of course, this guy's like, "Yep, I faked my own death, and we're going to get back to business and keep making money." And then all of a sudden, the ninjas throw like a bomb at this car that's just passing by. It just happens to be passing by while they're standing outside after whipping a bunch of vampires, and they blow the car up. So they kill Tuxedo Dude and his whole entourage in the car, and the credits roll. That's this movie. I don't really know what else to say about it. Maybe there was some more dialogue or something that happened in this that was supposed to be important. I don't know. I don't know. There's something about watching these kind of movies that I like. I think just the fact of somebody said, "Yep, that's a wrap. That'll work. People will like this one." Hey, but Godfrey, don't you think some of this needs to make sense? Nah. No, it makes sense. Gamblers with vampires fighting ninjas. Sure. And again, hey, it got me. That's the reason I checked it out. So, there you go. If you're looking for something to do and you're bored, if you're home, feeling bad, skipping work, rainy day outside, and you need something to just make you wonder if you're in a fever dream or not, check out this movie. You may be mad at me by the end of it, but, I like checking out stuff that's just different. And boy, yeah, good or bad, this is different. All right, folks, I don't really have anything else to add to this one. Hey, if you've got ideas of stuff you want me to check out, you are more than welcome to drop me a line, send me a message, just say, "Hey, what do you think about doing this one?" And I will try to get to it. So bring them on, because apparently just by this episode alone, you find out that I'll pretty much watch anything. All right, folks, that's it for this one. We will see you on the flip side.